Sutcliffe, and I'm married to Ken Sutcliffe, and I am Ken's wife and full-time caregiver. We have been living with ALS since November of 2021 when Ken officially got his diagnosis. And then one of the things that I think we share as far as joy goes, although neither one of us made it all the way to retirement, with this diagnosis, we're spending as much time that we can together in quality time while we work through this process. And had we both been working and this not had happened, we probably would be back at work and not spending the quality time with family and loved ones and friends. There really is no way to move past a diagnosis with ALS because it's there every day. And it changes every day. And so there's really nothing you can do but to embrace it. And when I say embrace it, it's just basically living it, learning as much as you can, working with family, friends, and teaching everybody what you know and learning along the way. Reaching out for whatever help you can, because sadly this disease can and sometimes does progress quicker than others. And you need to be prepared, because just when you think you're prepared, you're definitely not. One thing that I wish we had known moving into this diagnosis with ALS is how many resources are out there. A lot of times you walk into the office, they give you a diagnosis, and you go out the door. Seek knowledge. Knowledge is powerful throughout this whole process. So reach out to organizations, family, friends, anybody else might have connected with the ALS community, and gain all the knowledge and power that you can, because this is what's going to help you moving forward down the road and to navigate this disease. Not knowing what we don't know about ALS, there was really no other option than to reach out to our physician and see what other options there were as far as treatments, medicines, anything that we could do. As a family, it was a priority for us to reach out and see what we could do, what was best for Ken. And so we reached out to our physician and asked her what options were out there. Fortunately, she did mention one of the drugs amongst others, which was RADICAVA. It's one of those things that we definitely decided we wanted to try to see if this was a fit for Ken. Ken has been on RADICAVA for slightly over a year now. What RADICAVA gives us is hope. I think with an option with a disease, you want to explore anything that you can to see if it's a fit for you and it works for you. And with that being said, with Ken and ALS, this was something that we definitely were going to try. And so far, we've been into a year with no complications. Again, this is something that each patient needs to discuss and try with their doctor to see if it works for them. Taking RADICAVA easily fits into our schedule. It's taken orally through a syringe, and the flavor is not bad at all, so my husband tells me. So taking it, it's not one of those things that you dread doing. It's something you look forward to. Living with ALS, whether you're the patient or a caregiver or family, it's never easy. I'm not going to say that it is. There's ups and downs, but I would have to say with a positive attitude with the patient, the caregiver, the family, it's just one of those things that you manage day to day. And again, there are tough times, but you manage to get through those. And like Ken says, for him, we don't know what his future looks like, but for him, he wants to make sure that he does everything that he can to possibly help somebody else down the road, if it's not for him. Again, it's just something that we felt we needed to do, and we live with it every day. And it's just, again, we go back to hope and prayers. It is our hope that sharing our story with others about ALS is a sense of encouragement, positive outlook, gives you other notifications of things that you might not have known about, or ideas and things to research and do, so that you're not waiting for somebody else to come along with the information. It is so important to move forward with all the information that you have and take all the steps, because just when you think you need something, again, you're one step behind. So we're hoping that somebody watching or reading our story learns just what kind of can help you moving and navigating the process. And the same thing, we hope that by reading somebody else's story, we too will learn something else that will benefit Ken and our family.
Indication: RADICAVA ORS edaravone is indicated for the treatment of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS. Important safety information: do not receive RADICAVA ORS edaravone if you are allergic to edaravone or any of the ingredients in RADICAVA ORS. Before you take RADICAVA ORS, tell your healthcare provider about all of your medical conditions, including if you have asthma, are allergic to other medicines, are pregnant or plan to become pregnant. It is not known if RADICAVA ORS will harm your unborn baby. Are breastfeeding or plan to breastfeed. It is not known if RADICAVA ORS passes into your breast milk. You and your healthcare provider should decide if you will receive RADICAVA ORS or breastfeed. Tell your healthcare provider about all the medicines you take, including prescription and over-the-counter medicines, vitamins, and herbal supplements. What are the possible side effects of RADICAVA ORS? RADICAVA ORS may cause serious side effects, including hypersensitivity or allergic reactions, and sulfite allergic reactions. Hypersensitivity reactions have happened in people taking RADICAVA ORS and can happen after your medicine has been taken. RADICAVA ORS contains sodium bisulfite, a sulfite that may cause a type of allergic reaction that can be serious and life-threatening. Sodium bisulfite can also cause less severe asthma episodes in certain people. Sulfite sensitivity can happen more often in people who have asthma than in people who do not have asthma. Tell your healthcare provider right away or go to the nearest emergency room if you have any of the following symptoms: hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or face, fainting, breathing problems, wheezing, trouble swallowing, dizziness, itching, or an asthma attack in people with asthma. Your healthcare provider will monitor you during treatment to watch for signs and symptoms of all the serious side effects and allergic reactions. Common side effects reported include bruising or contusion, problems walking or gait disturbance, headache, and fatigue. These are not all the possible side effects of RADICAVA ORS. Call your doctor for medical advice about side effects. You may report side effects to FDA at 1-800-FDA-1088. You may also report side effects to www.fda.gov/medwatch or to Tanabe Pharma America Inc. at 1-888-292-0058. Please see the full prescribing information and patient information available at www.radicavaors.com.